Well, hey, friends, welcome to the inaugural episode of the video version of Dr. G's Daily Cup of Encouragement. I've been doing this for a Facebook group for a long time, and I've decided that in addition to the Facebook group each morning, I'm also adding this I'm adding an email version to a subscriber list, and also adding this video version for YouTube. And so I just want to, especially in this time, offer some words of encouragement to as many people as possible. And my plan is to do this Monday through Friday. I know life happens and there'll be days that I miss. And if it gets to the point that it's too overwhelming to keep it all up, then something will have to go. But this is what I'm trying during this time. And so let me just share with you, it'll be a little bit different because what happens is I write it first to the Facebook group. So I'll be sharing what I have written each day. And so here we go. And I'd love to have your comments and see what you think, if this is something that would be valuable to you. I hope so. So here we go. I've entitled this one, Taking Control of a Pause. We've all done it. We've rushed through an intersection and realized there was a stop sign that we ignored. We've sat at a busy intersection and waited the complete opposite of patiently for our turn to go. We've been frustrated because we couldn't get to where we needed to be at the time we needed to be there. Sometimes it's been because we waited until the last possible minute to get started, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about situations that are beyond our control, like right now. Many of us are in varying degrees of a forced pause. We can't go to all the places we want to go when we want to go there. And when we do get there, we may find that adjustments have been made that prevent us from doing what we intended. Right now, the county I live in is not mandating shelter at home, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens soon. The churches I work with, including the one where I'm currently serving as interim pastor, are making necessary adjustments to their public gatherings and group meetings. The neighbors around us are making adjustments at work, school, and recreation that they never requested. Some of those adjustments are really disappointing, like high school seniors missing out on the normal activities associated with moving toward the milestone of high school graduation. Some of those adjustments are incredibly frustrating and inconvenient, like being limited on how much toilet paper you can buy, if you can find it, because others have gone a little cray-cray on the hoarding. Some of those adjustments are potentially life-altering, like businesses closing, layoffs, stock market instability, and necessary but not emergency medical procedures that are being delayed. Nobody I know, no matter how exhausted they have been, asked for this pause, but we have it. The decision before us is what we will choose to do with it. Yes, I'm completely serious about using the words decision and choose. I'm not even going to address the topic of whether or not we choose to do what the government and health officials are mandating or requesting. I'm operating under the presupposition that we should cooperate as citizens who care about our communities. This is about taking control of how we approach a pause we never asked for. This morning, as I spent time with God and read from the Psalms, I saw a word that's virtually neglected in our typical interaction with Scripture, although it's mentioned 74 times in the Old Testament, 71 in the Psalms, and 3 in Habakkuk. The word is Selah. It's a Hebrew word that is never translated. It's only transliterated, which means that it appears in English translations as the same spelling it has in Hebrew, just with our alphabet. Easy for me to say. Scholars actually don't know with absolute certainty what it means. There's general agreement that it is a musical term that would have been familiar to the original readers. There is also general agreement that it is some kind of interlude or pause. In Eugene Peterson's original paraphrase known as The Message, he rendered it, pause and think on that. The choice I'm recommending right now is that we take a mandated pause and turn it into an intentional Selah. We can claim the use of this time to reflect on how God has blessed us in the past. Remember how He has brought us through every situation we have previously faced. Acknowledge that He is still God and still on His throne. Bask in the reality that He loves us. Seek His perspective on our next best steps and look for the opportunities that this current situation is making possible for us to refocus and reboot. This interlude will end. My prayer is that we will come out of it renewed, not just restarted. Be amazing today, my friend.